everyone. What do you think of when you hear the word, well, yeah, the word 3D? Do you think about sitting in front of a big old movie screen with those red and blue glasses on? Or maybe in your own home in front of your TV with those red and blue glasses on? Well, that's exactly what I think of when I hear 3D, especially the red and blue 3D glasses. Well, I'm here to talk to you all about the technology of telepresence. It's a really useful technology, especially with the topic I'm going to be discussing with especially relating to business communication, and it's really beneficial. It works well in any category other than business, like it will work with even in lectures in a classroom, with lectures in classrooms, or even in your own house when you can like just call someone up personally. It's sort of like video conferencing, but it's much more and a step above it, much better. But so just stay tuned. I'm gonna show you guys my little PowerPoint. So hold on tight. Bye. Hey everyone. Here's what telepresence is. Telepresence is defined as the use of virtual reality technology to operate machinery by remote control or to create the effects of being at a different or imaginary location. What I said earlier about it being like video conferencing, it really is not, because it's a step above, as I said earlier. It when you're what telepresence involved is higher definition of when you're working with images and models and the audio, the effects and everything is just outstanding and just so clear and wonderful. You wouldn't have to worry about like glitches or freezes or anything, which is most common to even things that we do today like Skype and Ulu and everything. It's just like you won't even have to worry about it. The person is actually there. And it's like their actual size and everything. Some of them even have motion sensor where the person can get up and they just of course just falls with them. They stand up and just walk around, and like even when they're presenting products, as you will see later on in the video that I will show, of like how like it's like you're actually there. It's just so amazing. You have to see it later on. But here are some vendors that provide telepresence to any type of business, organization, company, and could be even your home. Cisco, Polycom, Life Size, Talaris, Vidayo, and Avaya. So next I'm gonna be talking to you all about the benefits of telepresence when it involves businesses. So those benefits includes one of like it increases the company or the healthcare or any type of organization's pace. Or in other words, the production you can save time where you can focus on production and just make sure everything's running and everything, where you won't have to be so busy and worrying about going away, which I will later on. All these work and flow together, like as a number two, which it reduces the traveling expenses, and you will not, therefore, like I said, you can focus on production and making sure everything's up and running. And reducing the travel expenses leads to a safer economy, with, well, not economy but ecosystem. Environmentally, it will make the company seem more go green because they're reducing the carbon emission in the air without having to travel so much. And then, of course, meetings can happen much quicker. Like if something goes wrong, you can give a phone call. Let's say quickly, we're gonna telepresence or telecommunicate meeting real quick because something's gone wrong. Another thing is interoperability, which is compatibility, or in other words, that telepresent works well and is quite compatible with any other type of video conferencing or anything. Any older type of system, it just works well and it's intertwined well together with anything. And of course, last, many conferences areas. It can, like, it doesn't matter the location, whether you're across the world or anywhere. It just works just great. Like, and of course, the one place we know that The one business that we know that is located almost everywhere in the world is, of course, McDonald's, and therefore, Telepresence probably would most likely make things a lot easier for them and even improve the businesses, of course, which I will discuss later on. But after this, I'm about to lead and show you guys my video that I found on YouTube. It's gonna be discussing the ways you're gonna be seeing how they use telepresence in this telepresence, and you're just gonna just get some great great action of how it works and everything.
Immersion room tour guide.
This is amazing. You're in 3D. Hi.
Hi. I am glad that we could get together this way via real telepresence. That's what you're experiencing, real telepresence. It's the best way for people to connect around the world, and it's truly a revolutionary way for people to collaborate.
This is beyond my experience. It looks like you're right here.
Right, I am. I'm right here via real telepresence. It's over a high bandwidth network connection. Let me show you. This is a 9-foot wide volumetric 3D image that appears over the boardroom table. This will take your presentations to a whole new level. And that's just one example. This is the most realistic telepresence system ever developed. And it's also an advanced simulation environment for business, education, scientific research, and defense.
So where are you exactly?
Well, I am in Irvine, California. But anyone can connect in this personal way to anywhere else in the world. I mean, it's virtually limitless. London, New York, Tokyo, you name the city, and we can make telepresence happen there.
I can easily see leaders of corporations, diplomats, even heads of state in the immersion room. It breaks down the barrier of distance, like we're all here in the same room.
Exactly.
The DVE immersion room was driven by a passion to create a collaboration environment that provides the most natural conversational experience, and also empowers executives, engineers, and others with new communication tools. For example, an executive can be immersed with images from his notebook that gives him or her a compelling tool to press a point home or close a deal. The immersion room also gives engineers, scientists, educators, and, well, anybody really, an impressive tool to interact with 3D models. Real-time computer rendering enables an unparalleled way to experience virtual objects. The DVE immersion room has been years in the making and is based on an expansive patent portfolio. The key to this impressive environment is a stretched polymer which is totally transparent. And, smartly, this allows a camera to aim right through it for eye contact while conferencing. The global economy has increasingly required people to work together from all over the world. Multinational corporations are experiencing firsthand the pressures of employees having to take frequent international trips. The expense and fatigue is taxing on both the individual and the organization.
I'd like to illustrate a few points about some of the problems of traditional video conferencing. Here I am in one of several TVs. These multi-screen systems create a confining feeling. I'm in a box, and the camera is mounted above. So, from your perspective, I'm looking down and away. Maybe if I... Nope, that's worse. Now I'm talking, looking up at the sky. Nonverbal communication matters. It's the whole point of video conferencing and telepresence. And it's time to move beyond the frame. The future is immersion with pristine, wide images, and it's here now. The DVE immersion room frees people from the confines of displays, and it lets them get up, move around, and be themselves.
While the immersion room is DVE's premier telepresence solution, it has products for every organization's needs. The DVE Huddle quickly turns any small meeting room into a real telepresence suite. It's also frameless, creating a greater impression that people are actually in the room. Companies install dozens of these huddles on a single campus, so employees can quickly stay connected with their colleagues around the globe. The immersion room is intended for corporate communications, but I've discovered another use. Imagine seeing your favorite movie or 3D video game on a wide immersive screen with images floating in midair. Having the ultimate home theater would certainly get your neighbors talking. Cheers!
Now I'm going to talk to you all about the roles of how each CXO's involved in the business, how my technology that I'm discussing, telepresence, will benefit them. So first, I'm going to talk to you about the VP of Sales. Well, an example: if any type of corporate or business has a different site all over the world or country or state, as I said earlier, then the VP of Sales can use this type of communication to discuss all the things that helps to improve quotas or to simply drop in and discuss why the company's sales have increased or decreased, or even pull up a realistic demonstration of the product or the way they are going to advertise and everything. All right, next for the CMO, telepresence would increase market share through them by being able to, of course, conference with the other CXOs and also possibly bring in test groups and discuss the type of product or service immediately that they have available, along with the market share and sales. And they can gain intelligence. They can use it to gain intelligence on getting the product advertised out there in order to get the future revenue to increase. As for the COO, since their role is to truly be involved with ensuring that the customer satisfaction is wonderful and that the product is outstanding, telepresence would be a great use if the companies were in different locations. Like I said, once again, that they could the CEO could deal with hard to handle customers and just be hands on right there, and even get in and be like, hey, use this as an example. Or they can all just get together and just talk to this one customer, or just talk about ways to make their service or their product even better. And the CFO, well, the CFO looks at profit, and through telepresence, the benefit of saving money from not traveling and cutting back on the traveling expenses, and then for the other CXOs to be able to spend time with work and focus on production, as I stated in the benefits earlier, and that they of course would see telepresence as a huge profit benefit to the company, because they would cut back, and therefore that would be a reduction in the expenses case. And last would be the CEO, and of course that's just perfect. All the CEO wants to do is just keep in contact with and monitor all the other CXOs that's involved in the company. So they will all just, for the CEO, it's very beneficial. So that's about it. Thank y'all